Welcome to Taozui Salon. If you walk into a modern, high-end pet memorial boutique today, you might think you've wandered into an art gallery or a luxury jeweler, but these displays serve a much more personal purpose. Take this black poodle. It is a one-to-one replica crafted from wool felt, designed to match a specific pet's appearance. Highly skilled artists achieve this stunning likeness by carefully sealing physical remains, like actual fur or bone ash, directly into the doll's fibers. We see a similar level of preservation in these custom glass portraits. Artisans mix trace amounts of ash into the pigments or the frame, turning a decorative item into a physical reliquary. Even traditional jewelry has been adapted. This gold ring holds a rectangular seal of gray pet ashes, alongside the diamonds, intended for owners who want to keep their pets' remains within reach. These new high-end items indicate a major psychological shift in our society. Modern pet owners are now experiencing a complex, human-grade bereavement that requires more than a simple memorial. They are seeking out a specialized way to hold on to a connection. Before 2010, the pet funeral sector was largely unstandardized. Most owners handled loss through simple backyard burials marked by a wooden cross. That changed as massive demographic shifts redefined the home. China now has roughly 240 million single individuals, many of whom rely on a pet as their primary source of daily companionship. There are also 130 million empty nesters, older adults living alone after their children have moved out. For this group, a pet often fills the quiet left by a grown family. Because pets have transitioned into family members, the demand for formal ceremonies has risen. Today, 70% of owners expect a dedicated farewell process involving professional rites and religious altars. The combination of social isolation and the loss of a household companion has created an emotional vacuum. This loss is too significant for traditional burials to address, which is why a multi-billion-dollar industry has risen to fill the gap. The market has matured beyond the explosive growth phase seen during the pandemic, when demand outpaced the available infrastructure. Since 2025, the industry has transitioned into a period of standardization. New national requirements and tighter regulations have raised the threshold for businesses entering the space. This chart shows that while regulations organize the market, the real growth comes from consumer behavior. Even as compliance costs stay relatively flat, the amount owners are willing to spend on emotional closure continues to climb. To find the highest profit margins, we have to look at how businesses translate that grief into specific product tiers. The most accessible level is the eco-answering tier. Life trees and biodegradable urns turn ashes into soil for new plants, a concept that appeals to the environmental values of younger pet owners. For those seeking a permanent presence in the home, companies have replaced traditional wooden boxes with modern, sleek urns. These metal capsules are designed to look like high-end decor. Wearable memory products occupy the next tier. These light jewelry pieces allow owners to carry physical remnants of their pet throughout their daily lives. Custom art represents the high-margin premium tier. Artisans spend weeks needle-felting wool to create those one-to-one scale replicas, prioritizing visual and tactile accuracy. At the top of this tier, bespoke items like this plaster sculpture can cost over 10,000 RMB. Owners pay this premium for the labor required to match every fold and unique feature of their pet. The industry is also moving into new technology, using VR and AI reconstructions to build immersive digital memorials. These platforms offer a way to interact with a digital version of a pet alongside professional counseling. These high price tags go beyond the cost of plaster or wool. These products function as specialized tools for navigating a difficult mourning process. The pet funeral industry has moved past its origins in waste management. It now operates as a high-value ecosystem focused on memorialization. A permanent cemetery with statues and engraved tombstones illustrates how much value owners now place on a lasting farewell. This bar chart shows the scale of that shift. By 2033, the global market for pet cremation and premium urns is projected to reach several $billion. Success in this market depends on more than just hardware. The future industry leaders will be the service providers who can effectively facilitate the continuation of a pet's memory. The effort we put into these memorials reflects our modern need for connection. How we treat pets in death is a mirror of how we value them in life. 桃子沙龙，马年兴隆。